600 million times a day, people across the globe drink a Coke. Coca-Cola is the most recognized trademark in the world and one of the most universally recognized words on earth. Ever wonder what's behind all this? Well, to find out, let's go back 100 years.
Hi kids, and welcome to the world of Coca-Cola.
Today at the World of Coca-Cola in downtown Atlanta, you can sample the world's best-known soft drink as many times as you want. You can also trace the history of Coca-Cola.
And this is Dr. John Doc Pemberton, who is credited with having created Coca-Cola.
The year was 1886 when Doc Pemberton, as he was known in Atlanta, began selling his invention at drugstore soda fountains. People liked the taste. It only cost a nickel, and as word got around, sales began to climb. But before the drink made much money, Pemberton died, and Asa Candler bought the rights. He was a marketing genius. He understood the power of advertising.
Very early into the early 20th century, he allocated $5, $10, $20, $50,000 towards advertising, which were phenomenal sums at the turn of the century to do advertising. He was trying to take a product which came out of Atlanta, which came out of the South, and to make it a national product. That was a very difficult thing to do, and he understood that the only way to do that was to advertise.
Because of advertising, people started trying Coke, but they had to go to their local soda fountain to drink one. That is, until the bottle. Bottles let people drink Coke no matter where they were or what they were doing.
At the turn of the century, bottling soft drinks was a very disreputable business. The bottling machines tended to be in stables with dirty straw and horse droppings right next to the horses. And so it took many years to clean up the bottling industry and make it successful. Once that happened, then of course bottled Coke quickly outsold soda fountain Coke, and it made the bottlers tremendously wealthy all across the country. Once Coke became successful in bottles, literally hundreds of people tried to copycat it and put out competing products, and for years the Coca-Cola company spent as much money on its lawyers as it did on its advertising, putting these copycats out of business, where everybody wanted to create and produce something that sounded like Coke. And I mean, the list is hundreds of them, but among them Africola, Americola, Alicola, Balamacola, Cafe de Ola, Carbo-Cola, Candy Cola, Capicola, Chericola.
In 1916, Coca-Cola came up with an ingenious way to stop imitators. They patented a bottle so uniquely shaped that anyone could tell it was a Coca-Cola, even in the dark. Protecting Coca-Cola's name with a special bottle was one thing, but keeping the formula a secret was another. Rumor has it that the recipe has been kept under tight security in a bank vault for 100 years.
The original people who made Coke from the 1880s on up into the first part of this century memorized the formula and never wrote it down, and it was only committed to paper when the company changed hands in 1919, and the new owners wanted a copy of the recipe, and that is the piece of paper that remains guarded in a bank vault to this day. The syrup itself is manufactured in a number of factories, huge factories around the world. The secret ingredients, merchandise 7X, that is mostly flavoring oils that are a closely guarded secret, that part of the syrup is manufactured in Atlanta in a building that's part of Coke headquarters. It's kind of a secret laboratory that nobody knows much about.
But the real secret of Coca-Cola's success isn't the formula. After all, it's 99% sugar and water. The real secret is advertising. Millions of dollars worth of successful advertising that have made Coke more than just a soft drink. Coke has become a way to feel good, look good, make friends, have fun, and celebrate life.
understand, the Coke had one of the first bathing beauty ads, and they used models in their ads and their drawings who were quite lovely, and the idea was to suggest that Coke had a place in romance.
Even Santa Claus owes his good looks to Coca-Cola. He wasn't always the fat, jolly, beloved man we know today. Before a Coca-Cola artist created these ads in the 1930s, Santa was a lot more serious. But it wasn't until World War II that the company realized just how effective their advertising had truly been over the years.
Yeah, GIs eventually, they wanted cigarettes, chewing gum, mail from their sweethearts, and Coca-Cola. Those were the things they wanted from home. As a result, once the war was over, you had a whole generation of Americans who had gone to war with Coke and had a loyalty to it that transcended all other product loyalties you can imagine.
Since 1886, Coca-Cola has gone from Atlanta, Georgia, to every corner of the earth, even up in space, becoming one of the most valuable companies in the world. Why? Because we like it. We drink over 8,000 Cokes per second. But more importantly, we like the way Coca-Cola's ads make us feel.
If all the Coca-Cola ever produced were in regular size bottles laid end to end, they would reach the moon and back 1,045 times.